Hi, we're sitting here hungry, feeding ourselves, and talking about an author who keeps going on hiatuses, and we're hungry for content. And that got me an idea for a topic. She doesn't know yet. Topic is content.
What kind of content?
The need of it, the hunger for it. If you do a good job, everyone wants to keep seeing or looking at what you're doing.
Theory, yes.
So, what is too much content too often, or what is too little? Because if everyone's always hungry for something good, can there be too much?
I actually read this quote is from Big Bang Theory from Sheldon that said, "You can't just end a series without giving your fans closure." For Firefly, for closure, they made an entire movie. For Buffy, they continued on the comic books. For Heroes, the quality of the season just went down and down and down until everyone was very happy that it went away. I think that describes the fandoms pretty accurately. You can make something good, but you need to know when to let it go. One of my favorite series of all time is Yu Yu Hakusho, but I'm very well aware that several times in the series they could have ended it. I'm happy it went as far as it did because I do like the ending. Well, depending on which one you read. A show like Naruto and Bleach, that has gone on far too long. With with Naruto, it finally ended and no one cared anymore. Bleach, you read the new chapter, you're just like, that's great.
I, I
Are we done yet?
yeah, I read the new chapter and I'm like, this is all you're doing. I waited a month for this because it's not constant. Sometimes you get once a week, sometimes you get once every 2 weeks, sometimes. Yeah. Now, content and storytelling is very important to do correctly. With a lot of the shows you just mentioned, they're shonen style, and almost all shonen style manga or anime fall for the same tragic trap. Escalation. Every new enemy has to be on a level higher. They Dragon Ball Z it, power scaling to the point where things get ridiculous. I personally find this to be a very stupid thing that constantly happens because yeah, you can make another villain dangerous in his own unique way without having to make him more powerful than the last guy. And you can make actually good, interesting stories about that. Not the same story almost repeated every time.
Yeah. It it's kind of formula for the franchise though. Just like you mentioned, Dragon Ball Z, that is kind of the winning formula. Um,
They make fun of that in Gintama.
they make fun of it in a lot of stuff. Uh, you see it with Naruto, Bleach, all of them. Hell, Inuyasha went on far beyond what it should have. Don't get me wrong, I loved Inuyasha, but I'm watching it going, this is not relevant. Can we get back to the Shikon Jewel? And that feeling never went away.
Personally, I thought Inuyasha could go a lot farther with other storylines and do more interesting things, and ended it too soon or too abruptly.
Mm,
But there's a lot of throwaway episodes, a lot of throwaway chapters that didn't really add to the story, didn't really add to the world, and nor was it any part of the main theme or main objective of Inuyasha. So,
Kagome, Inuyasha.
oh god. So, in that essence, we disagree, but yeah. Now, we keep talking about anime and manga because that's what we like, but that's what got us started on the topic of content.
Sure.
And we just touched on another bit. content that has nothing to do with the main show or the main reason why the show. Filler.
Pick one.
You know what? Bleach arcs. They have entire arcs devoted to filler.
So does Naruto and a bunch of other ones.
I
Sometimes you can do filler right. Like I love One Piece filler.
Party specials.
One Piece filler is just let's have fun with this. Let's just go nuts. Let's bring back Foxy. Why? He's an awful character. So let's bring him back. Let's bring back Buggy. Why? Why not? Okay, let's see where you go with this. Well, there's a bunch.
One Piece filler has the advantage of what other fillers don't. It knows it's a filler. It says so almost every time in the special that this is a special. They're doing this just for funsies. They don't. It's not contributing to the story. They don't really care. It's just we're doing this because we can, and you get to have fun with it, and you watch it knowing exactly what it is. And you know it's not going to be part of the main story. So if you're not interested, you don't have to watch. If you are interested and you just want to see this and have fun because you enjoy the content, go for it. Other fillers, such as Bleach, as I mentioned,
Bring back up.
Jesus Christ. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of them do have good episodes or good little bits, but devoting an entire arc, almost half a season's worth, to buy yourself time this way the manga could get ahead of the anime is silly.
Like what were they? The vampire arc?
Oh, the Bantos.
I liked the concept, but it was quick for me to realize this is not going to affect anything. This is not going to go anywhere. Why am I still watching this?
Then there's the whole thing with that. So I think Princess, she was like a member of a high family, and had two guards.
Which season? Which series?
Bleach.
I don't remember it.
There was also the, I don't know, wait, no, the full brain
Oh,
was
no.
actually part of the main storyline.
But it felt like a filler arc.
It felt like a filler arc because it felt like storyline wise almost exactly like the Banto arc. Because guess what? That's what it was.
It really was. I enjoyed. Here's the thing, though. Talking about series and content, sometimes you wind up with series that flat out don't get a fair shake.
Name one, and then explain.
Constantine. Yes, I'm gonna jump out of anime and go into. Well, yeah, I jumped into comic content, but
Huge leap there.
I loved Constantine. Loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. Will I admit it had faults? Sure. The acting was a little off. The effects were kind of unusual.
One moment.
And the plot was a little choppy.
Pause for one moment. We mentioned that we jumped into comics because Constantine is a comic book character. For those of you who do not know, he's currently owned by DC. But what he's referring to with acting and such, he is speaking about the short-lived television series that aired last year. And we're still waiting for news on a second, but it's been this long, so odds are no.
To catch people up, Constantine is based off the Hellraiser comics. Really, pretty obscure, I won't lie. But the guy they got to play John Constantine is so dead on accurate and so absolutely amazing. I love it. I love the series. My issue is, while I admit it has faults, I feel like if it got a full season, it could have fleshed all of them out. It ended with a plot twist, with you finding out one character isn't all that he appears to be. And then it just ends.
Yeah.
The humor was on point, the character was on point, it needed time to flesh itself out, and it could have easily withstood the test of time.
And if they had more time, they could have also done crossovers with the corresponding series Arrow and Flash. Arrow did have a crossover where
Mhm.
Constantine came in. I find that particularly funny because I'm not sure if you realize this, but the in Arrow, the captain of the police, um, before this show, he did another show called The Dresden Files, which is based off my favorite book series that I love to read. Now, granted, the television series sucked in comparison, but regardless, he was Harry Dresden, and a lot of Harry Dresden's character and way he looks and acts was based exactly off of Constantine. So having Constantine the character stand next to a guy whose former acting experience is playing a character based off of him, I, I like that. That was kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
Um, but with the crossovers, because Flash and Arrow do it all the time, if they had more time to do crossovers with them, connecting the worlds, connecting the fandoms, it would have gone the following necessary to just keep on going.
I honestly thought that the Constantine show had a ton of potential. It ran into a little bit of hiccup, but they put it on the winter hiatus. Which I'm like, okay, or the fall hiatus. Okay, we're gonna have to wait it out. And then it was on further hiatus, and they're saying, no, 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 we're not canceling it. We're not canceling it. And then they just up and cancel it, and I'm just sitting there like, I like this. And he shows up in Arrow, and I'm just sitting there like,
Are we
okay, this was one of the best episodes of Arrow.
are we going to get him back?
Can we have him back? And as I did some digging after that episode, no, there's no definitive talk on him having Constantine back. But
The character still could.
there's another series coming out by DC,
Legends.
Legends, which Constantine can show up in.
It would make sense because it's with time travel and they're dealing with all sorts of types of enemies, magic, and such. You can't really do much magic in DC without bumping into someone from Constantine's ring,
Mm.
unless you're doing that little creature that follows Superman around.
No.
I can't say his name. You have to trick to get rid of him is get him to say his name.
Mr. Mixoplex?
Mitoplex. Ugh. Well,
Funny thing, people are saying there's not a lot of love or interest in Constantine, but going back to another series, Supernatural, Misha Colton said he pulled the entire outfit for Cass from Constantine.
yeah,
And
trench coat.
supposedly, Constantine is supposed to show up on Supernatural, which I'm taking with a grain of salt,
If it
but
does,
it makes sense.
if it does happen, it has to be some sort of interdimensional crap, and he's just like, "So you're an angel, huh?" Look at
Oh
Cat.
no.
No, oh no, wait, that one moment like where Dean acts, because it's gonna be Dean acts like a badass, like, yeah, we have Angel for backup, and points to Kaz. Yeah, Constantine's just gonna look him up and down. That's special.
The funny thing is, Constantine is a type of character that can jump worlds and really not have an issue, because he's actually referred to by Doctor Strange in the Marvel universe. Which, I mean, Marvel and DC's weirdness about them. He showed up, not by name, but they described him to the T. I really did enjoy Constantine. I really hope they bring him back in some way, shape, or form, because it's too perfect of casting to just wash this away.
And Constantine is a very great character for a lot of reasons, but this one in particular, power. he is one of the most experienced in the terms of magic in the DC universe, but he's not particularly powerful. In fact, if you look at his feats, his power pretty much doesn't really vary much. He's just kind of average. Yet he makes deals with devils. He tricked God. No, wait, he blackmailed God. Think about that for a few minutes. You blackmail God. Tricked two demons into both having his soul. Therefore, he's now technically immortal because no one wants him to die. Neither one of those demons want him to die. And he's a good, strong, compelling character despite all of his flaws, which he has a lot of flaws. Um, and he's not like Superman. He's not a superpowered person. He has access to superpowers, but they're kind of mid level.
Well, he says it himself. He's won more of his fights with dirty fighting, quick thinking, and magical items here and there. That's kind of his thing. So we've droned on and on about Constantine to give you an idea of this is a series where the fan base got a taste of something good, but were unfulfilled. We have the same thing with Firefly,
Well,
where Firefly is still being referenced in other things.
as much as I love Constantine, please don't compare the two because one, the treatment was different. He was on hiatus, and eventually we kind of just. Firefly was like right before they started shooting the final episode. They were, yeah, this is gonna be canceled, but we haven't even done 6 episodes. Oh, you can do a 6 episode, but you're canceled.
Something like that. But
It ends with a guy floating in space, going, "Well, here I am." That's how it ends before Serenity.
no, unfortunately, that's also how our episode ends.
Why?
Why not? That's a good point to end.
Well, come on, in unison. 3, 2, 1.
Go fuck yourself. Oh shit, YouTube. Damn.